If we're just meeting, I'm Casey. Make your way to your yoga mat and gently lower down one vertebrae at a time. Take a full body stretch. Point and flex your toes. Breathe deeply. On your next breath, place your hands on your chest, draw your chin down and back, and select an intention for today's yoga practice. I suggest you focus on ahimsa, or sensitivity today. Draw your right knee in towards your chest. Draw your navel point close to your spine. Flex your ankles. And stack your hips. Bring your right knee over towards the left and place your arms in the T position. Notice that your hand aligns with your shoulders. If you need to bring the floor a little bit closer to your head and want a little bit of additional support, you can grab a block or pillow. Remember, this is your yoga practice. Never compare yourself to me or your neighbor, and always adjust yourself as needed. Sensation, not pain. Close your eyes and focus on this present moment. If you want a little bit more, place a bend in your left knee and clasp on to your left foot with your right hand. Now notice if your right shoulder begins to kind of curl up off the mat. I invite you to just keep pushing it back down into the ground. It doesn't have to be perfectly flat, but I want this posture to be active. Release the bind of the foot and slowly lengthen the leg out long. Rest your hips on the back and take another full body stretch. Point and flex your toes. Draw your left knee into your chest. Flex your ankles. And then turn your left knee over to your right slowly and stack your hips. Place your arms in the T position and feel the stretch across your body. You can also rest your right hand on the top of your left knee, or actually just above the knee. No need to put pressure on your joint today. Flex your ankles, choose the position to rest your neck, and close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. If you chose to take a bind, place a bend in your left knee and clasp on to your left foot with your right hand. Take a neutral position with the neck and notice if your left shoulder has begun to curl up off your mat. If so, just keep pressing it back down towards the ground. Be sensitive with yourself. Remember, things will open up over time. Just keep coming back to your yoga practice. Yoga isn't a fast practice. You don't just take 3 classes and you're doing the splits. I mean, maybe you are, not me. Slowly, things will open up. slowly you will feel space in your body. So just be happy that you made it here and you made time for you. Release the bind, lengthen out the body long, and take another full body stretch. Lift your hands up high, feel the stretch in your underarms, place a bend in your knees, and gently rock from left to right a few times. Massage out your lower spine. Lower the feet onto the ground and pick up your right foot and cross it just above your left knee. If you're using a yoga strap today, wrap the strap around your left foot and feel the added stretch. Note, you don't need a yoga strap to enjoy this stretch today. Exhale, lower the foot down. Inhale, lift up. And in this posture, keep envisioning that right knee is coming away from you. It's okay if it's not perfectly parallel. Once again, things will open up over time. Now hug your elbows into your sides. Draw your chin down and back. Soften the muscles in your face and breathe deeply. If your mind has begun to wander outside of this space, I invite you to bring it back to right here and right now. Your to-do list, everything will be waiting for you once you've finished up your yoga practice. Place a bend in the left knee, remove the yoga strap, and lower both feet down slowly towards the mat. Take the left foot and place it just above the right knee. Place a strap on the right foot and lift and lower the foot a couple of times at your own breath's pace. Just a little bit of movement before stillness. Once you've brought a little bit of warmth to the body, find stillness and keep pressing that left knee away from you. Envision that it's going away from your face. Even if it's just a bit of a micro movement, that's okay. It doesn't have to be a lot. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a deep breath and know that it's the last second of this posture. Unbind the legs, remove your strap, Step your feet mat width distance, arms in the T position, flip your palms towards the ceiling, lower your knees to the right, return to center, and then lower your knees to the left and return to center. Windshield wipe out your hips just a few times. Go slowly. No need to race through this yoga practice. Just one breath with one movement. The easiest way for you, slowly come to a seated position. Separate your right foot out and draw all four corners of your left foot into your right thigh. If you're using yoga blocks today, grab them at this time and place them directly in front of you. Sit up tall, roll your shoulders back a few times, and then hip hinge forward. Flex your right ankle, place your hands on the block, draw your low belly in and up, and really hinge at your hips. Try to keep your back as straight as you can. No crunching forward right now. Do you spend time crunching forward on your phone, crunching forward while you're driving? Now's the time not to crunch forward. Hip hinge forward. So close your eyes and come back to the words of practicing sensitivity with yourself. How could you be more sensitive with yourself? Last moments. Press your hands into the block and sit up tall. Roll your shoulders down and back a few times. Move your yoga blocks towards your right. Bend and straighten your elbows a few times. No crunching forward. No crunching. I know it's so easy to do to round that spine, but don't do it. Choose the height of your yoga blocks. Flex your ankle and gently hip hinge forward. Close your eyes. Create space between the top and bottom rows of your teeth. No clenching your jaw today. Soften your jaw. Soften the muscles in your face, the muscles around your eyes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in sensitivity. Exhale violence. Breathe in sensitivity and exhale violence. Firmly press your hands into your yoga block. Sit up tall. Place a bend in your right knee. Step your feet to the wide edge of the mat. Lower your knees to the right and left. Just bring a little bit of space in your hips. Sometimes movement can feel good after stillness. Extend your left leg long. Flex your ankle. Press all four corners of your right foot into your left thigh. If you're using yoga blocks today, place them out in front of you. Place your hands on the blocks after you've decided the position you want to take, and gently hip hinge forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Soften the muscles in your face. No need to make a lemon face. You're not sucking on a lemon right now. You're relaxing. You're letting things open up. You're meeting yourself where you're at. You made it here. Push your hands into your blocks and sit up tall. Roll out your shoulder blades a couple of times. Place your hands behind you and kind of just roll things out. You've been folding forward forever, so take just a moment to relax. Move your yoga blocks towards your left if you're using them. Choose the height that feels best to you. Draw your low belly towards your spine and hip hinge forward. Bend and straighten your elbows a few times. And then once you have found the distance that you're going today, meet yourself where you're at and breathe through it. No need to beat yourself up in this yoga practice. I've been practicing yoga for a long time, and do you see my forehead to my shin? No, it's like 3 feet away, and that's okay. The important thing is I keep showing up. Do you keep showing up? Is there anything else in your life that you should be showing up for? Once again, just collecting data, not passing judgment. Place a bend in your left knee. Release the posture. Move your yoga block out of the way, and the easiest way for you, come to hands and knees. Knees should be hip width distance apart, hands shoulder width distance apart. Draw your navel towards your spine, round your back. Exhale, release the belly. Place a curve in the back. Cat and cow a few times. Go slowly. No need to race through this posture. I want you to feel every vertebrae in your spine. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Extend your right leg long and take your shin parallel towards your yoga mat. See, parallel. And then scooch your left foot back. If you're using props today, you can place your props underneath your hip and bring the floor closer to you. Excuse me. Or you can rest all the way down onto the mat. Notice that the top of your left foot is resting down onto the mat. You can keep your hands up, or you can rest your forehead down on the floor. Whatever feels good to you in your yoga practice. Remember, meet yourself where you're at, because you are exactly where you need to be. On your next breath, press into the floor, curl your left toes under, and return to hands and knees. Move the yoga block out of the way. Take a moment. Extend your left leg long and thread it towards your right. Your shin should be parallel. And if that means your hip is very high up off the ground, pause this video, grab your pillows, grab your blocks, and bring that floor close to you. I want your shin to be parallel. I know you can just drag it down and you can lay down onto the floor, but I want this to open up for you. Now choose the level of blocks that feels the best in your body. Pigeon pose, it's a tough one, so breathe through it. Press your hands into the floor and lift up and out of this posture. Swing the legs forward. Move your yoga blocks. The easiest way for you, come to lie on your back. Extend the legs long. Draw your knees in. And lift your hips up overhead, stack them, lower your feet down to touch the floor. Now, plow pose can look scary, so you don't have to just jump into it right away. You can move around, bring a little bit of movement to your body. Place your hands firmly on the floor. Bend your knees if you'd like to do so. I invite you to just give it a try. Play with this posture. Yoga doesn't have to be so serious all of the time. It's fun to just try new things and meet yourself where you're at and laugh at yourself. I don't know how many times in yoga class I've tried to do like a bridge, and I just laugh at myself because it's just not a pretty sight. Come out of this posture. Let your feet turn out. Let your hands hang heavy. And take just a couple of moments to focus on being sensitive with yourself. Come to a comfortable seated position. Draw your hands to heart center and always commend yourself for making time for you. I do have a question for you today. Will you tell me your favorite yoga posture below? I'd love to incorporate it into one of these practices. Thanks. And as always, have an awesome day.